Hi, this is Mark with Right Line Trading, and I wanted to make this video about exactly what you get when you purchase the transition zone software. Now, if you're listening to this video, you were in the webinar this afternoon. I entered the webinar at 10:45 Eastern Time, having to close the trading room early. That cost us 2 perfect transition zone trades. I'm going to show them to you right here. Now, this was just forming at the time that I closed the space. I was doing the room to give the webinar in 4 minutes. Here was the entry. The move into the transition zone, the first retracement, and the move down for 17 ticks. Then, here's the perfect transition zone trade. You get a move up and the retracement into the zone and a move up for 41 ticks. Now that just happened today on the day of the webinar. So that's how powerful the entry is and how much money be left on the table in order to present this trade configuration for you. Now let me show you exactly what you get first when you buy the transition zone software. I'm going to create a template. Here we go. Okay, here's what you're going to receive. Indicator number 1 is going to be the right line pivots. Very unique indicator because a 2/3 candle close, the body of the candle breaks the indicator and breaks the pivot. This is based on traditional Japanese candlestick dogma. Very, very few pivots work in this manner. Now, in actuality, this upside trade would have ended right here, because the system, our strategy is to take it out. It would have gone 24. So we only would have left 2 ticks on the table, because when the 41 came back 15, it would have been 26. So we would have 24 and 7, 31, $310. So pivot number 1 are RL pivots. I'm sorry, indicator number 1. Indicator number 2 is background bias. Now, I'm not here to give you a detailed explanation of the different color, up colors or down colors. I just want you to know what you're getting if you purchase the software. We will have an in-depth webinar to describe exactly how to take the signals and how to trade it. Indicator number 3 is the RL Quant Lines. These are the this is the indicator that does the assessment of correlative markets and determines money flow. And you can see how when money began streaming into crude and its correlative markets and out of its inverse correlative markets, price was pushed up. The movement of price up did not create the green line. The correlative markets moving in the direction that created money flow into crude created this up move. And when enough money was moved into crude, you finally had the multi-candle, the multi-time frame alignment to the upside, the retracement back, and the strong move to the upside. Now, this is really two indicators, but this is our volume indicator, and it's very unique because each line is contracts per minute, even though we're on a range chart. Now, if you are trading stocks, futures, forex on any time frame, the key parameter is really the number of lots that cross, the number of shares of a individual instrument that cross per minute. If you're trading tick, time, Renko, that's all that's important. You have one independent variable here. It is contracts per minute. And this actually gives you the number, and every minute it goes back to 0. See, right now you can see very few contracts are crossing on crude. And you can see here how the minute bars get lower and lower and lower. And here's the average volume looking back 15 minutes. So this is really contracts per minute below is indicator number 4. Because these are two separate indicators. And here, the assessment of minute volume, giving you a raw number as opposed to a histogram assessment, is indicator number 5. Now, indicator number 6 is market profile. It's a very valuable indicator as a standalone. So is bias, and so is the quant lines. Market profile. Without going into a detailed explanation of market profile, here's the value area high, here's the value area low, here's the point of control. This is where most volume is crossed at any given price. And just to tell you in brief, these two lines comprise a proprietary amount of volume that's crossed per day at any given moment. It's essentially a bell-shaped curve, approximately 1 standard deviation above and below the point of control, even though in a perfect market environment, this would be a perfect bell shape. It's asymmetric here because a lot more volume has crossed to the upside. than it has to the downside, pushing the point of control closer to the value area low. These also act, just like pivots, as strong areas of support and resistance. Now this is the seven indicators that comprise the, oh, I'm sorry, there's more. This is the simple moving average colored, that we call it. This is number 8. Moving average colored. It's formatted as a 50 period simple moving average. That's number 8. And number 9 is our very proprietary 15 period moving average. We call it the right line trend. Now, it's amazing that it just so happens the day of the webinar, that this is Wednesday, September 7th, you can see right up here on the chart, we got 2 perfect transition zone trades that we couldn't take because of the webinar. One that would have gone for 24 and 7, 31 ticks. Another one that would have gone and be taken out at 17 as you hit downside support. So that would have been $240. This would have been $310. That's a nifty $550 or $60. No, I'm not very good at adding, but not bad. So these are the indicators that comprise the system. Give you all the information that you want. Now you can take the trades in 2 ways. Now in order to show you this, I'm going to bring in a different crude chart. In fact, hang on one second. Actually, I'm going to do it here. Well, I can't. Hang on one second. Here is our NDT-Trade execution platform. Now, this is only available to the first 5 people who purchased the system. Since the webinar, we've already had 2. We've had a number of people call and express interest. Only we have not gotten the list yet, and we do not yet have the ability to send out the purchase links. Now, all you do when you want to take a trade, let's say we're going to go long on this candle, and you're trading the system. You're going to buy, you're going to hit
order pending,
buy and up close. That's automatically going to put you in this trade 1 tick above the close of the candle. You don't have to track the trade. Close. No, it's going to stay in there. The market's moving so slowly, it's got to move it.
Order canceled.
The order's canceled. On this transition zone entry, right here, all we would have to do is hit
order pending,
sell on a down close. And that's it. And you're going to take, it's automatically going to get you in the trade at exactly one tick below the close of the candle to the downside. Now, once you're in the trade, and we have to wait for the
Order canceled.
finally it closed. Now, when we're in the trade, it also allows us to configure close on a reversal candle and really help to limit our losses on a losing trade, which you saw on the transition zone entry is extremely rare. But this is the NDT-Trade execution platform. It has a patent pending on it. It's extremely versatile, and is a NinjaTrader